the fairy tales are simplistic. I mean, they're formulaic, and I'm prepared for that whenever especially when they have a Disney princess up in there. But the humor is the thing that helped make that stand out for me. That and the animation, the design in this is really nice, man. Anywhere from the landscape, the magical lands they have in there, to the Asian aesthetic. They went to the Asian market, and I love those scenes when they did that. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. Let's go ahead and get into our next movie here. Oh, let's see, man. Raya and the Last Dragon out there. It's an obvious joke, but I'm telling y'all, you will have that Negro that will be calling up his cousin, trying to get Disney Plus. Cause you're talking about, man, let me get Disney Plus. They got that Last Dragon sequel on there.
Yeah, I guess what happened to Show Enough.
Yeah. See, they gonna think this that sequel to that other Last Dragon, you know.
The journey now before you is the final test.
The other movie with that glowing hot yellow dude.
Yeah, you might want to call Alan and let him know before he spends his money.
Yeah, people. You ever seen this movie?
No.
Last Dragon. Not. You are the last dragon.
You are the last dragon. You possess the power.
Hey, man.
Special effects.
If the Karate Kid can get the Cobra Kai treatment, why not the Last Dragon?
Why not
That's racist.
Yes. Damn, he knocked a soul glow out that fool.
Yeah, he did.
That fool's curl went dry after that shit. Fuck. You win.
Blew away in the wind.
Oh, man. Last Dragon, boy. You know you're going to have them black cousins out there, man. Shit, Disney got that sequel, boy. Yo, hook me up with that code, man. That login, brother. Raya and the Last Dragon. This is might be a fun movie. This is a movie that's full of adventure as our character Raya tries to find pieces of a dragon stone to fight these creatures that have ravaged her lands. Sounds way more exciting than a glowing black dude, don't it?
Not really. No. When you lay it out like that, no, it does not.
No, give me that glowing high yellow dude right there. Oh, but that's what we're here to talk about. Is it, though? Is it really? Well, we'll let you know as we give our review right after this trailer. That motherfucker must have stubbed his toe. Just screaming.
My name is Raya.
Like, we shut the up.
It's not me. It's that person in the back.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Raya. Does he do that all the time? Yeah.
He follows me wherever I go.
This is because you're looking at this and you're thinking, well, okay, what? This is all over the place. This looks like something like The Legend of Korra or something like that. Yeah. But
They stole the art style.
yeah. But this is this is set up to be dark. This is they tell you at the beginning, a dystopian land with warring factions fighting over precious resources. Some Mad Max stuff going on here. Darker side of Disney that we've never seen before. No, people, it's Disney dystopia. All right, which means that everything's gonna be fine. Even when things do get kind of dark, there's always someone around the corner and say, "It's okay, it's okay, it's all okay, it's good. They'll be all right. See, everybody's fine, everybody's good." And that's okay, I guess, for people who know what they're getting into, because with this at first seems like the Disney version of a Miyazaki movie. In a way, in addition to Legend of Korra or anything like that, because it does look like The Last Airbender or something like that. But when you get deeper into it, it looks like something like if anybody's seen like Nausicaa of the Wind,
The Valley of the Wind.
Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. It looks like that combined with the humor of Tangled or Zootopia or even Frozen 2. Kelly Marie Tran that you have in here, who was Rose in Star Wars. It's good to, first of all, see them finally doing something with her because they didn't give her shit to do in Star Wars. I mean,
they dicked her over.
They did. No, Finn did. He's like, no, I didn't. I couldn't even do that.
Yeah, exactly. They had him so focused on Ray. But what's Ray doing though?
Yeah, no, Kelly Marie Tran. They kind of owed this girl, man. They did shit with her in Star Wars, so it's cool to see that they're doing something with her right here. And I tell you, I like her as Raya. As
Me too.
As an official Disney princess, because that's what they're saying. Does this count as a princess? And I'm thinking, well, I sure hope the hell it does.
If you have a lead in a Disney movie, she's a princess.
And yeah, exactly. Shit, even the dudes are princesses. Wearing tiaras.
That's
and
next.
But, she's everything I want in a princess. She's serious about her mission, but she's not without a sense of humor. There's no man distracting her with all his love shit. Hey, you need me, girl, and you need me to you need to fall in love with me so I can take care of you. Ain't no dudes near this.
Right.
Shit, for a while I was wondering if she was a lesbian, which would have been cool with me. I'm like, awesome. And she might be. I don't know. She ain't got nothing to do with no dudes. Ain't no dicks getting near her. And she doesn't stop the action to sing a song, man. I like Disney princesses in the fairy tale atmosphere and whatnot. They want to sing, I get that, but sometimes they all about the action and doing things and a badass. I don't want to hear no songs from you. Just keep beating up people, man. That's just a preference of mine. That's not for everybody, but for me, I like that. But they did such a good thing with our good job at making the girl power theme not the forefront of what's happening with this character that I didn't even realize that most of the main characters in here were women.
Sure. Like
especially most of your 3, maybe even 4 main characters here are women.
Yeah, the good guys and the bad guys.
Yep. Go ahead though.
Oh no, I agree with all those positive points you have. Kelly Marie Tran and actually all the voice actresses, Gemma Chan and Sandra Oh.
Yeah, Sandra Oh.
Aquafina. Yeah, they're all do good voicing. And the movie, like, they don't skimp on the animation. And the action sequences, that's where they really shine with this. It's like they put everything into the action sequences.
I'll tell you, instead of having some forced romantic lead in this, the team here, the first team that you see is Maya. And Maya, who gets with Sisu, the dragon, who is the last dragon here.
You mean Raya?
I'm sorry, Raya. I know I'm going to say Maya at some point. Raya. Your main team here is Raya and the dragon Sisu. Now, before we go any further, because they don't show a lot of the dragon in the thing I just showed you, the trailer I just showed you. When you think of dragons, some of y'all think it's some Game of Thrones shit or something like that.
These are Chinese
dragons. These are well, not even these are Chinese dragons. Keep in mind, this is Disney people. These are more like the My Little Pony dragons right here.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, their friendship is magic with these ponies, these dragons right here, man.
I say the Chinese dragons because they have faces that are more like lions.
Yeah,
and less reptilian.
No, people, these are when I'm not joking, these are straight up My Little Pony dragons. If you took the My Little Ponies and just stretched them out a little bit longer, you would have these dragons right here.
Stuck a light bulb up their asses.
Yeah. It's not as bad as it sounds, especially when I tell you that they're My Little Pony dragons voiced by Aquafina. Because really, when you think about it, they're just the Asian, or Sisu. She's just the Asian chick version of Mushu from Mulan. Mm-hmm. She's the sidekick, smart ass character. She helps every now and then, but she probably cracks more jokes than she does anything else.
You are glowing.
Oh, thank you. I use aloe and river slime to maintain my...
No. Look.
I'm a really strong swimmer.
The fuck out of here. All right, then swim your ass away from me. Wow, I thought you could do so. You can't spit fire, you know. You
can glow?
You're blowing blue. You can't shoot lasers.
Hey, man.
Or a hot fog or what the...
Water is a precious commodity in this world.
I like all the characters that they have here, actually. But the thing that you got to understand is that these characters are leaning more on the humor side, the comedic side. If you're expecting to go in and see more of an adventure like they kind of showed you in the trailer or they showed you at the at the beginning of the movie, it's not going to be that. As I said, it's more like Zootopia in a way. And if you can accept it as humor, as fun humor, you accept this as more of a comedy, then I think that you'll go in better equipped to liking the rest of the film because it'll help you enjoy the characters even more. Because I look at some of the characters, man. Along the way, they pick up what they always call the motley crew. They pick up a 10-year-old boat captain who's also a chef, a very eloquent barbarian. And this is the one I love. They pick up a con baby that hangs around monkeys. And that's exactly what it is. A baby that hangs around dark alleys and cries. And when she get up on her, she robs your ass. And that cracked me the fuck up, man. Her and a monkey crew. Whenever that baby was on, I should have felt sorry for her because it's a baby hanging around in the worst conditions, dirty alleys. But I was like, damn, she's a good criminal though.
Yeah. She's a survivor.
She is. I loved her, man. I loved that baby. I laughed every time that baby came on. I like all of them when they're working together.
Did you just hit me with the shrimp tail? You're not the only one who lost family to the drone.
She's like, damn, that was low, mother.
Hey, it's true.
Hey.
She got this whole and only I alone can fix this. Like, no.
Yeah, like, bitch, you ain't the only one.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I went in and accepting this for the comedic side that it was, for the comedy that it was. And this really is that, man. I don't think it's marketed well enough for that, but I had fun with it once I adjusted to that. And I liked all the characters they had in there. And again, I appreciated that they weren't able to, because they have several female characters in here. They just show up. It's not a big thing. Like I said, villains and heroes that they have in here. Heroes, anti-heroes with that baby. I enjoyed that aspect of it.
The jokes and dialogue, there's a lot of anachronistic stuff in it, and it stands out. So it just felt like it was more aimed at a young female audience, which I am not. So I'm like, hey, I appreciate what you're doing here.
Yeah.
But for me, it wasn't connecting. I felt myself zoning out on it a lot.
The fairy tales are simplistic. I mean, they're formulaic, and I'm prepared for that especially when they have a Disney princess up in there. But the humor is the thing that helped make that stand out for me. That and the animation, the design in this is really nice, man. Anywhere from the landscape, the magical lands they have in there, to the Asian aesthetic. They went to the Asian market, and I love those scenes when they did that. I really do. I love how when you have Sisu, when Sisu turns human, because throughout the movie she turns human for a little while. She can go back and forth. I loved how when they designed her, they gave her Awkwafina's teeth.
I was going to mention that. I was totally going to mention that, and I was like, huh. But somebody say like, why are y'all getting on her teeth shaving her? But I was like, they did that. That's the first thing I noticed.
I'm not saying her teeth are bad. I'm not even saying that her teeth are bad. I think Awkwafina is a gorgeous woman. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying the shape of her teeth are what they did there, man. They actually made her look like that.
Uh-huh.
Now see, y'all racist talking about Asian people's teeth. Y'all sexist, leave that woman alone. Oh, I see. Women gotta have perfect teeth for you to appreciate. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'll do? I'll take my teeth and bite the shit out of you. You shut up. Nobody said nothing about nobody's teeth. I'm just saying, man, am I wrong?
No,
look, Disney drew the shit.
Right.
Hey, they took our teeth and animated it.
Get mad at them.
I mean, it's part of her brand. I wouldn't be surprised if she requested that. Make it look like me.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, they probably showed her a couple of them.
Yeah, she's like, fuck up the teeth a little bit.
Yeah. Which one do you like?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that one with the teeth. Okay. Because we already animated it.
The action is really cool. They go between really cool camera angles to sometimes being handheld when they're fighting.
Yeah.
Which made me feel like, damn, these cartoons really fighting each other. Just shit, jump out the cameras. I mean, jump out the screen and fighting each other. You know, I like that. I do agree that, you know, it's I don't think it's their highest effort as far as some of those other films. It doesn't mean that is bad. I think, again, and I'll keep mentioning this, I just think that with the storyline and leaning so much on comedy, it just doesn't have that urgent feel to it as far as being an epic story. This definitely feels very lighthearted with the characters that they have here.
Lighthearted with just light. Like, even from the moment when the threat is established, there's not a second of believing that, man, I don't know if this is going to work out. It's like, yeah, from the moment you get going, I know. I pretty much know how everything's going to go.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you what exactly is happening here that makes it feel like it's not up to what some of these other movies do, because one of the bad things, I say bad, but I think one of the flawed things with the movie is the humor, in that, you know, it spends so much time on the jokes, it feels like they're actually rushing through a story.
It does.
And, you know, they spend so much time, you know, focus on the humor and cracking jokes towards each other, doing these visual sight gags, that when you get to some things like the creatures here, they don't really explain them too much. They're just there. They feel like something that was put in because they just needed something.
A placeholder.
Yeah. They needed something to be the opposition to these characters. And then when they actually do explain them, it is nothing but exposition. There's a moment they ask that boy on the boat. He turns around. He says, "So what are these monsters?" I'm like, don't ask that shit. And they spend 5 minutes just explaining what they are. Talking, not even showing you some cool vision. This is talking. I'm just like, all right, shit, you know. This is where I feel like you should show these characters, these creatures, having a little more background instead of just telling us what's happening. But you didn't tell us. I mean, or rather, you're telling us because you're so busy spending time on the humor instead of really expanding this story. So that is where that can come in as a flaw. In addition to the fighting, I thought the action was pretty cool. You know, they got this, as they say, this is a Disney version of an apocalyptic Mad Max or dystopian wasteland, and they use it well when it came to some action scenes. Just with the fighting, they do some really cool camera angles with chase scenes that happen in here.
Tuk, roll.
Took too long. He's about to leave their ass. You better get on before I get the fuck out of here.
Venturi that broke the
When she said Ventura, I thought she said, "That's the backstabbing bitch."
I thought that too.
Holy shit, that's what I thought I heard.
No, even when the first time I saw it, I was like, did she just say, oh, Ventura? Okay, never mind.
I thought she said, "That's the backstabbing bitch that's fucking it up for everybody."
Yeah.
That's Namari. She's the backstabbing Venturi that broke the world.
They have no soul.
And they both hate water.
Like, get the
She's trying.
ignorant ass. I love the action in this.
Same here.
But one of the other things that I liked in here, oh man, what was the villain's name? Ooh, I couldn't stand her, man.
Oh.
Let me see here. Let me see if I can find her. It was so
I won't say
Gemma,
what, but they do something with her at the end that made me mad.
Oh, same here. Gemma Chan. How do you say her name?
Yeah, Gemma Chan.
Man, she plays this character in here named Namari, and Namari is a straight up bitch. She is messing it up for everybody, man. All she has to do is be cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about her mom, who was an even bigger bitch.
Both of them.
And what they do at the end with her, I was like,
No.
hell no.
That's one of the things that kept me in here. I said, you know what? I hate this bitch. Every time they make some progress for peace, they come in and fuck it up for everybody. And and let me tell you something. She ain't even as scandalous as some of these other Disney villains.
Right.
She's actually really cool compared to Cruella DeVille.
Sure.
She's awesome. but I fucking hate her. Just like any of those others, man. It's just, man, she's just messy.
Yeah. Well, both of them. Every time they can't just.
Who, her and the mom?
No, her and Raya. Every time they can't just fight. They got a cat fight along the whole way. Little jeers, little teenage girl jeers at each other.
Well, they made for cool scenes. No, Raya said, man, and she told that dragon, see, she's like, I'm trying to be cool. And she said, you see me. This bitch is talking shit. I'm trying. Man, I couldn't stand her. And that's a good thing. Because it did have me invested in that character. She's one of the characters I was invested in the most. I was like, wow, you really have made a stone cold bitch over here, man. I couldn't stand her stupid ass. She pissed me off. So I'm thinking about that ending now. I'm the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
Even the beginning, I was like, don't trust that bitch, man. I was so mad at that, man. And I liked between the action, that character, and the ending. There was a part in the ending where there's a message about trust. And I found it kind of moving the way everybody was delivering that message. And I really enjoyed that. I'll go ahead, because I'm curious to see what you got for this, Martin. I'll let you kind of close off here. Give your wrap up, more reviews and your rating.
Sure. I mean, I don't have a whole lot more to say beyond what I've said already. We've seen the better Disney movies, and they're plot-wise, they're more complex. You saw we just had Soul. Now, I know this isn't Pixar. Not everything's going to be Soul, but Soul took us through a lot of different things. And this is pretty much step A, step B, step C. It's just one of those, I can say that there are some Disney movies like this where I go like, man, see this in the theater, or as it's going to be on Disney Plus, what do they call it, Advantage, where you got to pay that $30. I'm like, I would give this a matinee, but paying that extra $30, oh, hell no.
I'm giving this a low full price for the fun characters and sense of humor, whichever, you've heard me say my review. But I would not pay no fucking $30 for this. I mean, it's going, and Raya, it ain't nothing against you, baby. Because there's a lot of movies I'm not paying no goddamn $30 for. I'm sorry.
It's just after Mulan, I was like, why would they do this?
Yeah. I don't know either. What are y'all trying to sabotage these Asians?
Yeah.
Because you did that to Mulan, now you're doing it to this chick.
Yeah.
It's funny. Hey, I thank you, but you gave them black people, you let us up in there, Or maybe you just didn't think we were that much. You didn't think we were worth it. But y'all fucking with these Asians, man. Mulan was $30 and y'all have another. This looks like kind of the animated Mulan, 3D animated Mulan. And y'all doing that again? $30? Are you fucking serious? Did y'all not learn the first time? I'm sorry, people. I'm giving this a low full price on quality, okay? That's how we have to distinguish these ratings here. They're just based on quality, not actual monetary, value. But no, fuck no. No, people. I would say, hey, look, if this was out there for like $15 even. Now, I will say, no, you know what? And I will say this, $30, if you have a family, because you have to actually price it out on what you would spend for what you take your family to see the movie for. Even if it's you and one child, you probably would spend $30 at the theater. So let me change that. If it's just for one person alone, unless you just really love Disney, man, or you really been looking forward to this, then cool, spend the money, man. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I think it's a good movie. I don't think, as much as I like it, I wouldn't spend $30 by myself on this. However, if you have one child or more, a family, you got friends coming over, that's the way I think Disney's trying to justify this. They really are thinking about people who have families out there. And the reason why this would work more than Mulan is I think that is just Mulan, which again took a more serious and more grounded approach. Mm-hmm. It wasn't animated. It wasn't whimsical.
Right.
Wasn't good.
Yeah, man. But if this is something that really does appeal more to kids. It's more colorful. It's more animated, even though it is animated. It's more lively because it is animated. Then if you have daughters, man, then they want to watch this, definitely spending $30 for it. It's again, you spent that much going to the theater. So I don't see why you shouldn't put that same logic to this.